Oh yeah, yeah. The breeze but the mind, treasure by the beats. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Oh, one time, stand and say, Bamboo chick, not the broke, but take it back. Oh, take it beat, then talk it jump. We all the family, make we follow the plan of peace, love, and harmony. All we live, not for living unity. Forgive and forget, let we not go regret. You think they wake it happy anytime we fret. Those boss knocking bundle begin. Always do your best, not for hot you can be. Ring, are you ready for the ring? Make you call, let we talk, real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I can't think out, make we talk, real talk. Oh nah. I make you think let we talk, some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah. Vanity, all not vanity, but that's gonna go stop pulling down and keep plenty. The other one, properly body. We think catch the other one from the talk. Now it's a beat. If you not like your reality, change your mentality. No fussing and fighting security. All you never tight, or keep them out of sight. In your darkest night, now ain't gonna be your light. Real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I can't think out, make you talk. Real talk. Oh nah. I make you think let me talk, some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah. I'll follow.
Hello. Fumble them any sound a day. All around Freetown, Bow, McKinney, Kainlaun, Daru, okay, anything Australia. This is a wonderful day. Yeah, a very, very, very beautiful day in the city of Freetown. Yeah, we get small rain today, just light one. In fact, I drizzle, but the sun is shine. Yeah, September things, and yeah, we don't be get close. In fact, very close to the end of the year. By the time you get to the bar months, you know, say, something's up. I mean, I go it go so. So now something for me you'll be very, very happy because yeah, for cities then a blessing, you know. Some people then way I'll all be saying Happy New Year, we know that you January 1, 2022, they're not like it today. When I can they go through social media or something and they when I can see this person that some of them are sabi them, we don't interact at some point in life. My heart they break. I'm like, wow, death indeed is a necessary end. We all get forget to that point. But why so they are alive? What will we for do for make a change? Let me do one. Now one green life we get for live. No two life, no day. And no, let we not live a life, acquire things, property for yourself, for family. Then we just die go. Once you die go, I mean people don't even remember you again, so because you not put a smile on nobody in face. So what's important in life, not to the gentle we get out for yourself, every family. Look, it's good to have a nice house, it's good to have a nice car, a beautiful thing. I mean, travel all around the world, go for cruise, beautiful. You get the opportunity, you get your money, you get the chance, you get the time, do it. Yeah, so we for enjoying you need to responsibly though. After all that, what next? So if we only two way, let me always try. Okay, the English word is endeavor. Let me always endeavor, do your best for make somebody smile, if not every day, at least every week. You understand? That's why we do what we do. That's why they welcome you to Real Talk today, because Real Talk, we talk about everything in between. We get for those with daily lives, um, from the individual point of view to the family point of view, to the community point of view, and to the society point of view. That's the change we're talking about. Remember, the change starts with me. The change starts with you. I want for die. People remember say, there's one guy when they call Jonathan Thorpe. Somebody can call me JT. Somebody can call me Lyrikal Priest. That guy. So talk to him, they talk now too. Let me say, why should they talk this talk? Somebody where they be encouraged, where they be blessed, when life they change. At least they go remember way for them today. We already put hands together like this. So today we continue to talk about um, the principles of self-government. Again, with the trust we'll get with guests that with we with sister Sylvia, with just right, Maurice Wilson, and I mean, sorry, I always say Maurice Wilson. Maurice Wilson is this American sprinter. Maurice Williams and Pierre Williams. Okay, so we're done the talker. If you done the watch me for some time now, at least you know the things we're going to talk about, and you get interest to be part of this. Send me a message on the inbox. Yes, Ottawa talk. Oh, I will all talk. So if you get something for, so you got a question for us, you have to come on and bring your like you said, 2 cents. If you get okay, if you get your 1 million, quote unquote, if you get your 1 million thoughts, bring a come. Because some of you they watch, you get brilliant ideas, you get wisdom, you get sense when it comes to the entire what they talk about. Somebody need to listen to you. Just imagine now you get an opportunity for come and share you get what I can say, give your take on proceedings on what they go on, and by so doing, the people that will know you, where they listen to you, you go effort transform their lives. So this thing, it will be a chain work, it will be a network. So they encourage you. Send, I mean, reach out to we. Some of you now will not reach out to now, we'll continue to reach out to now, but we give you an open invitation now. Come, let we talk. Let we say we're looking, come join us. Because this year, so not to one day talk, not to one man talk. Are we all business? Yeah. So today we want to talk about the principle of self-government, but specifically today, we want to talk about patience. As I say, with the open thoughts, say we'll get them for joining us with the go. Hopefully, patience. You know, now one thing we patient. I use the word. I use the Creole word. Patient. Forget patient. Sir, but this guy not get patient. Well, for winning a free tongue, um, you go hear man they say patient time. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what they be. Eh, no patient them. No patient them. Yeah, I mean, we talk them a lot. I mean, that's what the whole thing they go. So, um, it don't become, well, like you say the word cliche. Cliche. It don't become a cliche to the extent that um we seem for us they use the word no more.
Limit your tolerance
We
of
seem for
delay
them
or
to use the word no more
inconsistency.
because um patient don't become slangs. Hey, but don't patient am. Hello, patient am. Some may not get patient. No patient them. That's what we dey talk now na free talk. But we not make this whole thing just be one kind slangs. It will be something where we for understand. Because definitely, to be honest with you, something where you don't understand. Makotin de Puel. One great man say, I go say I'm in English, and I go tell for say I'm in Creole. Because when I'm in English, you get the effect. Where the use of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. That means say when you don't know what they make something for, you abuse them. So no one use the I don't know abuse the word patient in Creole. Patient Sam. The driver, the company say, driver, you don't get patience. You don't that kind of thing in there. But one for cancer we can scatter. What thing it mean for get patience? When you tell the company say, hey, but patient me, hey, but bear with me. What thing you can dey talk? What you mean? And how this patient here so can make or break we, can make society or poor society, can make or break a family. Now, you see, patience is now one simple word. As I say, we don't take make slangs now. Now, free talk to be specific. But that simple word there, it can make or break. As I'm going to tell on family them, we the other back forget we get there with we get to brother Maurice Williams, sister Jeremy today, Sylvia Rogers Wright. Then hopefully we'll get to brother Pierre for joining me. So as I said, we'll talk about um, the principle of self-government, talk about patience. Now, I know say I don't hear you briefly, which I don't talk so far, Maurice and Sylvia. So Sylvia, since you not been there with me last week, when they give you the first take, what I make you do for me? In the simplest time, the most easy way, define patience for a family. Them. What's in a patience in the most easy way you can do it for me, please.
Patience now we ability for let we wait and doing anything and the way they wait. We know they complain and grumble.
Okay. So the ability for let we wait and do it and they will not complain, will not grumble. Yes, Maurice, what you will add or subtract from the
na what we dey show we good side, like wetin dey delay or even wetin dey no dey go according to how we want am.
okay. So that means say if that is a good side, it also means say that is a bad side. So Sylvia, what are the other side, the negative side of patience? So what are the negative side? Sylvia, you get me? I say what are the negative side of patience? What will
Go
be the
over,
mm,
go over back the question.
I say what Maurice talk about good side. So my question is, what thing will be because if there's a good side, it also means there's a bad side. So what thing will be the bad side of patience?
For let we make for rush and do things the matured one. That ain't gonna be the bad side of patience.
Mm-hmm. And Englishman call them impatience. Um, we live the society where we live now. Um, everything seems to be instant, fast, fast, fast. So the generation where they grow up now, mostly they don't know say patience or be patient na a good what they can call virtue, a good value. Last night, maybe we were for to talk about a lot of things. talk about education and all that thing in the we just dey reflect, then we realize say this generation where they grow up so now, but good thing then don't miss. Now, for even for go school now, for such simple thing like MPSC, let alone talk about Beke, WASC, and university level. With Yeri story then way not good for Yeri. People know it, no they take time again for study, so then go get them grades, then rather waka back door. So Maurice, how patience or lack of patience will affect, let's start with education first because I want it very, very important now. How patience or lack of patience will affect education?
Okay. I feel say patience. Let's just give a brief background before I come to the question proper. Patience go
Yeah.
be like into like a soul na soup. You know, say no matter what you don't do, you don't buy your ingredients, you don't buy whatever it is. If you not get the seasoning for bring the taste together, it's as if you not do nothing. So patience they underpin nearly all facets of our life. Now coming to education particularly, how patience will affect person in education. Well, I think for me, it get for do with your ability for realize that nothing comes easy and are too hard work. You get for get patient for listen when they teach you, for consider, you get for get the discipline for sit down, for study, for reproduce them, and for realize say not to one day you will get for reap the benefit of what you dey do. Now they the patient they can because we live in a world now where we like instant results. We like fast food, instant coffee, instant this, instant that. But some things do not work like that. Invariably, the best things of life not they work so. You get for give am time, you get for nurture am, you get for stick to am, till e mature. So in the case of education, it go probably take you at least 15, 16 years of your life from primary till you go to first degree level. That's a lot of time for devote from your life for doing a class, 6 years primary school, another six secondary school, and probably 4 years in university. So you get the ability for stick by even where you know reach the desired goal date. Where you know say not to one term. It dey show the value of patience that now only that they were able be here for use the Creole word. Tay the thing come outside for come. Tay will reap the level where one day you go graduate. Now then go reap the fruit. So now there it dey show the value of patience. On the other hand, if you want to be impatient, some man can say, "Oh, I don't get uh, um, I don't get primary school education. I don't get Becker. A few opportunities dey open up for me now. Yeah. Look, they say like I can do this small job. Like I open this small shop. That is not to say business is bad. But if you shortcut the system and sometimes you put money before other thing and before and you just rush into am, you find out say invariably that wey be fit say na opportunity wey make you neglect your education can turn to your detriment. And other people wey patient now can pass you. And with time, within that 15, 16 year period, dem begin dey earn higher than you and begin dey make much more progress than you. Whereas you bin just see this small opportunity probably in a little shorter time, you think say, oh, let I rush to this na instant, I go able for make life from here. But in the end result, the one wey patient na im go get the better.
Okay. Ah, very, 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 very wonderful. Um, um, with regards to this same patience, okay, Sylvia, I want you take possibly from because Molly just talk about the educational side of patience now. I want you take Sylvia that in the corporate world, the office, the establishments, maybe na in business. What you go get for say to fumble their way in any kind thing in the in any kind sphere at the corporate world, how patience or impatience go make or break them, even the companies, the office, and all that thing. And Sylvia, you get me? Sylvia,
Oh,
okay, I say
yeah.
yes. What you go get for say to fumble the way then at the corporate world, how patience or impatience go make or break them the career, or even make or break the company them or office the way they work in. How we gonna affect them?
Patience na virtue self wey plenty people no dey able forget or want forget. But if you dey na office, you get for
Yeah, they say you. Okay. Um, Maurice, why should they will they wait for Sylvia for coming yonder? You want for add one or two things there for me to just to say Maurice.
Yeah. I mean, listen this now. So again, the principle or the effect of patience again is shown in the office space. When they employ you, you know that they come into an office, except for people who are highly qualified, and again, they don't patient for expand the educational capacity. But generally, they come in at a lower rung, at a lower level. You go come in, even if, for example, me as civil engineer, you go to a farm now, you know, just they go be managing director or head of operations, just like that. You get for start at a level. Probably you don't come up for a big college, you don't come out this engineering college. You dey come in at a level. At that level, wetin dem wan see na your ability for process information, for your ability for make sound decisions, your ability for quote unquote apply the knowledge wey you don gain. So therein comes again the issue of patience. You get for dey at that level and begin for work your way through the farm or through the office space. Get for begin for understand how e dey work, develop good interpersonal relationship with the staff and other people dem wey dey interact with una office. And with time, based on your appraisal, how you dey patient, you dey take time na the office, na so dem go begin dey promote you. Dem go begin dey raise you small small na the corporate rung, small small tey. With patience, sometimes another 15, 20 years, you go now get this opportunity now for sit down at the chair of the MD or the operations manager or that kind thing dey. So anyhow you go, like I said before in my earlier submission, patient are like the soil na the soup. You can have the corporate world, oh, you can have your education, oh, you can have your family, oh, you can have the state, oh, you get for need am. So in the workspace, you get for you apply patience for grow, realizing that again, the things that matter are not collect instant coffee. They're not just they come one time, then just come up. So you get for take time, invest in them, believe in them, and work towards them, and then you go achieve the results.
Wonderful. I understand say Pierre dey near you. I beg.
Yeah.
Let me hear you from Pierre. I know say don't they follow the conversation. Yes, Pierre, what you go for add to what you don't hear so far? Okay, so with the hope for calm hearing from Pierre, but so far you see what we don't hear about thing about patience when it comes to um the education and the corporate or business world. Yes, Mr. Pierre, which now you take on this whole conversation, like you time.
Well, from all of what you are doing concerning patients from Maurice and Sylvia, I think I agree with them completely because patience na a virtue very important and also missing in today's world because especially in the life of young people, we just feel say things for be done immediately and anything we na good thing na this life, whether it's in the office, whether it's in personal development, whether it's in the private or the public sector, there is some level of patience that is required for produce the ultimate success where a group of people them or individuals them they seek. And so patience very important. He actually I think I read a quote some time ago where he say the regarding patience, normally the the fruits of patience always sweet and beautiful. But before you get to them fruits, then it can seem like you stupid or you foolish or you don't know it you depend. But if you continue, they take them a day at a time, one step at a time, get you plans, and they move at small, then ultimately you will go to say you they seek for arrive in your destination or in your destiny.
Go. So you see, say, Campbell there. This is a very, very important one we talk about it because one of the way we they govern we self, that way we be patient and then the thing what they do. Like what Tim Morris talked earlier, um, um, for expecting maybe I should graduate from college so you can get a job. They want and so you want us. I'm going to use the word browse. You want browse through the ranks. So there are systems and processes, and Morris explained them rightly so. You get to go through the ranks, and going through the ranks, it takes patience. Of course, it talked about the education earlier. I mean, it takes patience for land book. It really takes patience for land book because and one thing when Morris talked earlier, maybe I got this one for draw. Maybe we can rub more on that side. Somebody don't probably someone wants to get peke, it's a begin right. It gets sababu for begin work. Probably this one sorry, they make money, it comfortable. The next thing, bam, book done. So man, maybe sit to ask, um, you not get money for going to university. So you go get a job, then if you get that money for going to college. But the money don't cancel now, thing don't sweet, bam, So that aspect of continuity, I will start with you, Pierre, then you hand over to Maurice. What you get for say with what I just talked so with regards to patients with that scenario there.
For me, regarding this scenario where you just make plain, so just now, just like I've been to say earlier, it takes sorry, it takes patience and devotion for make we understand the the complexity of life. Say in life, as a guiding principle, things they not they generally work because of you want for make it work. You get this theory in life about you go actually reap what you sow and about paying the price. And part of the package in becoming successful, part of the success equation, na patience. You get for take your time and know say when you give a desired input into the system, whether na land book business, whether na in you financial planning and management, whether na in you career development, all of the one in the when you sow patience inside, then by the grace of God, in due season and at the appointed time, you go reap wetin you want for achieve.
Okay, Larry Morris with your own take, please.
Okay. With regards to this thing where you talk about continuity and the scenario where you paint of somebody where he just probably get access to some amount of finance and he change and he forget the big picture. So me go say for that kind of people and they or for that kind of person they the first thing we all need for the do now for keep the big picture in mind because it's really very tough for follow a course of action over prolonged period of time. Easy for stick to one thing. There could be setbacks. Sometimes one teacher they will not like you. Sometimes one subject they will really tough for you. Sometimes even they get financial difficulties. But what thing they keep you in the game? What thing they keep you focused? Now, if you always remember for keep the big picture. So keep, for example, the picture of why I go down turn this engineer, why I go don turn this lawyer, this doctor, this teacher, this police, this military man, whatever profession you choose, why I go don be this big businessman? Na im dey motivate you, wey dey keep you in line, wey dey continue you. But if you just wan derail am, and one big misconception na Africa is that things happen overnight overseas. It is not true. If you the one wey dey overseas, you go see that man don graduate na college, you see e get motor car, you no realize say dem get wetin dem call mortgage. So e dey take time, e dey pay for am. You go see that man, he say, look me flat. Ah, me man wey hold me there, and I know getting flat so. What you do not understand is he's on a mortgage payment, where essentially means say the next 30 years, that man they pay for that thing. He dey pay for him every month, and they pull money na waiting. So even with them societies, advanced societies, them who all they aspire for Bilek and Wally Kolepan, the issue of patience again they show. Because they come one day, you not just graduate from college, surprise, surprise, you begin drive the latest version of a Cadillac or a Ford. It does not work like that. So some of them misconception, and they finally would address them for we young people them, and then let them begin learn, say there is nothing good on this earth, or nothing worthwhile where just they cancel one thing. You get for keep at it. And like I say, for me, the issue for making you keep at it, now for keep the big picture in mind. You get for keep the big picture because it not go take one day. But if you keep at it, small, every day we pass, you see like a stepping stone. Every year we pass. Well, I've been there class 1, now I don't do class 2. Well, I've been there from 2, now I there from 3. If I get 10 years more now, because now I don't get 9 years. So you dey motivate yourself, you dey give yourself courage, and they look at what you stand for gain at the end of the day. When you keep them thing and day in mind, I believe say it go drive you through for avoid that short, quick, good feeling. Then at the end of the day now, you can lose the big picture and can lose you aims and your dreams.
Yeah, well, family, if you just dey join, you dey watch and listen to real talk when it come to you on the Lyrikal Praise broadcast, powered by Sonne Multimedia Technology. Lyrikal Praise Foundation join on with initiative for bring and come to you. We talk about the principle of self-governance, self-government actually, because if we can't govern ourselves, we're not going to govern anybody. And specifically, we will talk about patience. With how patience can help we. Same way, so how if we not get patience in life and whatever we do, it's not good for we at all at all. It's very important that we understand that one day. Yeah. So if you get one or two words, you got a comment, you got a question, drop it on the inbox or on the wall. We will respond to you. We also don't extend invitation to you. We get idea. But then find talking with the talk so every week. No, feel free for reach out to me as best as possible. We reach out to a few people the way we know say get something for say. But if you get something for say, we're not gonna know all man. So if you have to come on the show, drop me message. We will contact you and see how we can arrange them for let we all come because many hands that make the work light. Yeah. So we'll talk about patience and we don't look at the educational aspect of it. For land book, young man, young woman, you small titi, small bubble, you get forget patience. Patience, go school, learn. Life now by stage. Primary 1, primary 2 to primary 6. not try for take shortcuts. If you not get the grade, so if you get for make you pass, no go pass biendo. Repeat, get the grade. Patient enough, because if you not get a very strong foundation, when you build for go up, you dey crumble. You know how for be that kind of person dey take your time and go up there. Now we want for come talk about the family aspect of it. I mean, mama, papa, brother, sister. They will bring the extended family also. Uncle, auntie, in-laws. How we all for be patient with ourselves, because as some of them tears so we my brother call ingredients like the salt where they make the soup sweet. We they live with people, we they live among people, we they work with people, we they work among people, whether na church, na mosque, na house, at the community, at your office, at the business place, na market, na poda. We all get for exercise that patience. Like you something, I dey go church on Sunday. I poda I take. I sit down front. Somewhere along the line, something happen. This poda driver, I see the signal to allow that small poda, but that not to be that other poda dey, not to be a commercial poda, not to commercial poda. Well, I use the word bus, not to commercial vehicle. But my own poda also sit down. If they go with speed, somebody does break front arm just like that. So because it go speed, it is signal to this other guy say, I beg just follow make I just come out. This person instead of the camera now and wait. But this new driver now, he be already pulling face now though. This other guy on the other side became upset and not be like him. I see it make this new driver just fling him. I observe all things. When me this poda driver also be now in drop for instead for put somebody down na Rokupa. Now the man will be the drive the other small poda just come back front the cannon, boom, like some film with the acts. I come, I'm not gonna use the worst the way you use. I'm not gonna say I'm not answering in all this sense. I open the driver and sit in the mouth. You begin talk some bad word, the big man. I ain't go beat the driver, I ain't go this, I ain't go that. The driver soak somebody. The driver say, but not soak, I don't know. They begin to argue. Not tell the driver say anything, just left him. You don't know? Tell him say, okay, pa, I saw you, I don't know. But he refuse. This man, he begin to push the driver. Not say, pa, anything, I beg. He don't say soak somebody, please, I beg, we're sorry. But Ibrahim, they saw a car from the driver. At the end of the day, they almost want to get into a fight. That's the driver say, if you fetch this man now, so what you do? You don't spoil your work. And we always let us all the canon, we take other product, we know they give 1 cent. It don't make sense to come fetch this guy, can spoil your work, then you never get money like and what you can for can for can make blabber. I prevent on them, all things calm down. When we they continue now I say, brah, say believe on God send you can also tell you. They say in just come on a jail, 8 months jail. Why? And the same thing you do, you bust the eye of a uniform officer, a policeman. They put in a jail for 8 months. Just because you not be patient. Now see, you want to repeat the same thing now. Then you get some passenger that will be there behind. If they if I don't pack and slap, I said, I don't know what they talk so. When you pack and slap, now then first they can't then go. You get picky, you get woman at house, you get 3 picking at house. You want for the go na jail, come on jail, go na jail, come on jail. And that kind of life for live front you picking them, they're not gonna respect you. Patience, sometimes they even when you write, just let them. Not to alter the effect for your rights. It don't mean say you stupid, it means say you get sense. Because it takes a lot of energy for being impatient. You see? So I hope we still get Maurice them with me. Then no see how we can rub the mouth span the aspect of the family and all that thing that mama, papa, brother, sister, how we can do this patience thing within the context of the family, and the community also where they live. Let's start with you, Maurice, before I go to Pierre.
Okay, so for me in the family, we get for take note of the perspective them. that they could be radically different, probably even opposed to each other. When in a Pekin, your perspective of your parents them is different. Oh, mama, no one make I enjoy my life. Oh, then they tight me too much. Oh, then they this. Oh, then they done the even how papa they make so. You see, it was something we all passed through before we come into adulthood. But again, the issue of patience is so important that even though I might think papa not they do enough, or mama not they do enough, or mama not handle this thing wisely, or mama not they give me space for be me, or this, but you get for patience and trust them decision at that point. You get for patience and believe say what thing they do so now for you good. And then in the end, when you come into Usai then day, you will begin to realize why. A number of times in life, we don't say, I bless God for the discipline of my parents then. I bless God for the strong hand where they hold me with for go through life. Because in later time now you realize say, well, all of these things with them they do, if they had not done it, I would have taken a turn for the worse. The parenting perspective is own a pikin. If I do what I want, it don't under me. Na me they feed them, na me born them, na me this. But again, you get for exercise patience, realizing that they not get the sense where you get. And then able to understand where you they come off from. So sometimes, even if you try with the most logical approach for explain to them, sit them down, they might not understand. So the only option we left to you now for patience with them, beg God for the grace, be patient with them till they come to the knowledge, to the realization of who you did. Then so-called diverging, then perspective the way one they going your way, this they going your way. Then they begin for can together and they reverse direction. Now then they begin for converge and they begin for Kenya. Pikin, they begin understand side papa been they come up from. And papa self go understand, say, well, okay, who say talk me, come up. So you see, say patience, and they bridge the gap in that family, between the views and the reaction of that Pikin and the views and the reaction of his parents. So again, patience is key to the family and to the setup.
Okay, Pierre, you give me what you know your own take on when it comes to do with the with the community, because families live in communities. Because Bokoton and this one, well, me go up now a few communities where families and they make about family against family. You get some communities then way as they work so from pep to peg na couscous, you know, and except from the mama and papa down to the picking them, even in the community. What you will get for speak towards that?
For me, for a start, Golek for highlights the connection between families and communities. Now, a whole lot of families, when you group them together, they make communities them. And so the building block of communities them, now families them. And so if you get right regarding patients na the family level, then by extension you go there on the right path, forget correct also na community level. Wetin make it good for make patients be the cornerstone in community and with society. Now because it is a melting point or a mixing point of a lot of families, and not only families them, but belief system, values, religion, tradition, culture, a lot of things them the day in that equation they now. It is not only about family to family, it is also about like how I say, religion, culture, tradition, different viewpoints about issues. I think I've been, as I did talk, so I just remember something we've been dey talk about earlier. We then can say now one family they born or produce an individual or pikin, but they take a community for raise that pikin the other individual they up. And so regarding we main concept of patience, why make it important in our communities? Now because of it will serve as the thing where they bind we together, that tolerance, that able for overlook somebody in own progress, somebody in own developmental strides them in from waiting them believe that them family and waiting want for achieve communally. For example, we get different things them where they bring we come together now with communities them. Like you go say we dey face issues when our community issues dey like say we know they get water na this community. We know they get clean drinking water. You get other challenges that wey the community go face like say okay the electricity problem dey affect you as a community. The thing about being patient and about thinking as one and about putting heads together and knowing waiting for address and how we go able for address and is key. And patience and for able for ye all man out or for let all man able for contribute and will make a meaningful decision is very key. So I think say I not go overemphasize the need for being patient in we communal living and at community levels them. I think it is very key. And as we dey learn for be patient with each other, family to family, belief system versus belief system, cultures, traditions, schools, hospitals, religion, as we dey patient with them, as we dey interact, as we dey tolerate ourselves, then also go make progress as a community.
Yeah, I mean, family, if you just they join, you they watch Real Talk where they come to you from the Lyrikal broadcast, powered by Sonne Multimedia Technology, and same way so the Lyrikal Foundation join now initiative for bring and come to you. Today we'll talk about the principle of self-government. Patience to be specific, we'll talk about on today. We don't hear how we don't go, how we don't come. We dey round up now, but we don't highlight a lot of things. I will ask me guess them. Still that be there with we, but you don't have we. I will still get Pierre and Maurice with we. I will ask them as the last word. Now we see if we can make suggestions with regards to solution. Just briefly, with regards to solution to somebody we not get patient with the education and the community and the family. Again, Pierre, I'll give that. Then we will end up with Maurice. That will take two minutes if we're still there. Okay, so yeah, now we see how we can also land up. Yes, Pierre. In your last one, what thing will be a suggestion as what are the word? We go help somebody for understands. Okay, we don't highlight quote unquote some of the challenges. What thing will be suggested solutions? The word that solution with regards to education, family and the community, then how you call them, the workplace. Just take one of them and then Maurice and Sylvia will take the others, please. Yeah.
Okay, so in my last word, I want for just talk about patience in the family. I think say we get two components them. When you dey be patient in the family, number one, you get for be patient with yourself because of your aspirations, them things that we go like for achieve within that group of people. They get for be patient with yourself. Say in due time you go be understood. Most of the time, one for make people dey understand we even within we family. Let them understand who side you dey comot from. Let them feel how you dey feel. You need for understand with your family members. And secondly, I go like for make we family know say within that group dey wey we call family, you need for be patient also with the other members of that group, the mama, papa, uncle, cousin, auntie, granny, grandpa, you need for be patient with them. Wetin make you suppose for be patient with them? Because generally in families, if people and they do things them wey get for affect you, it is believed that na because of love. And love dey bind family together. And just in case you want forget this temptation of not being patient with other people within the family, then just look at your own shortcomings. Look at how you sef can fall short, how you can do things them way untoward. Then you go able for the tolerate other people and your excesses within the family. And so with love and with persistence, with patience, we go able for accomplish the key objective of the family when are for take care of we self, nourish we self, and able for produce good citizens them, good individuals them, where the country and the community and we self as individuals and families go be proud of. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, Sylvia, your last word, and you can take any of the other one. And I also say Sylvia still there with me. What thing will be your last word before we come to Maurice?
My last word now for patience na life. Patience can be a difficult experience, but once we don't conquer that day, then life can be easier. Now a virtue where we for try for develop daily. It's not easy for the wait for something and that thing they know they happen. But if we can just during them period then we could take time for empower we self, for make we develop we self, then we gonna say the fruits we will get after being patient be really worth them. This life, like we create people like can say, if you rush, you go squash. So let we just learn for the take things one day at a time and be patient.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. That are the voice of Sylvia Rogers, right? Then, yes, my brother Maurice, what thing will be your last word?
Okay, so I'll just get two things for highlight. Across families, communities, in the workplace, I would say for patient and beer and try for reach outside the reach by doing these two things. One, keep the big picture in mind. If you keep the big picture in mind, it will go a long way for helping for the exercise patience in your family, in your community, or even in the place of work. Because even in some other instances, I'll give you a short instance. Some man, sometimes if he dey fast, sometimes somebody offend them. What he go hear you say? You get luck that why they fast. Wetin are the use of the fast? Now the big picture. That the big picture is I'm in a religious exercise, so I not go overboard. Somebody else go say, you get luck now, where big person there. Again, now a form of the big picture. Person, something the way they restrain you. So again, when you've tempted for feeling patient in your schoolwork or in your office or different thing, then keep the big picture. Let the big picture remind you and bring you back into line. The final submission is realize say when you patient, it can save you from needless problem or thing that will go turn you away from that goal you want to achieve. I listened to your submission about that Poda driver, and something you say about that was that he just come on a jail. And one of him big problem was that he not be keep the big picture in mind. He forget, like I mentioned, I say he get wife, he get pikin. The passenger then go candle. And most of all man go desert you after all man don't advise you. So, but the other side where I learned from him is that if he been go down that road there for go slap that car, he been for put himself into problem and he been for derail him from a livelihood. So now make I say you for keep patience so that it will keep you away from problems or detours them we go turn you away from where you want to go. Where you want to go that for make small money, for getting living, for go supporting family. But if you been be impatient, if you probably slap that party, sometimes then go police or you damage jam, then go hospital. Next thing you know, you then a jail back. So then you don't derail the big picture, and then you don't encounter problem then now way. If you be impatient, you be for avoid. So two things, keep the big picture in mind, make patients help you for avoid needless problem them on your road to success. Thank you.
Yes, I will take from that cutie. Keep the big picture in mind and let patience guide you on the road to success. That is so powerful. In education, keep the big picture in mind. Even in your profession, keep the big picture in mind. When you keep the big picture in mind and be patient and trust God, you're not gonna do yuki, you're not gonna do hanky panky. In with families, keep the big picture, which is the unity of the family. So mama, patient with papa, papa, patient with mama, mama, papa, patient with pikine, pikine hair, patient with mama and papa. We all get for that one across the board. So the community, hey, some community then some manners come in the community until they grow up. So your way of doing things different from the culture of the community. Understand the good side of the culture. That way you're not too used, not condemn. Just be patient. Make room for others. If we do that one day, trust me, Sierra will be a beautiful place. I mean, when I say beautiful, the landscape already beautiful. We all know that we get wonderful beaches and all that. It will be beautiful in the sense that we communal living, we interpersonal relationship. It go be the English word is enriched. It go be salty. It go be tasteful. It go be sweet because that way they make canary. Not only for wedding at Sierra Leone, even with Salon Famble wedding at Westman country or other African countries. Any side we find ourselves, that's what real talk is all about. Wherever we find ourselves as Sierra Leoneans, then we get this thing going. So you go realize at the end of the day, with the ooze love, something that ooze, with the deep love and patience, and they go together. There is no way you go hate somebody where you be patient with her. So if you don't like somebody in your community, learn for be patient. You go discover say you develop love for that person. So that boyfriend guy found out to talk about too. Talk about that genuine love where they seek somebody in interest to make the person succeed. That genuine love where they seek the interest of the community over and above your own personal interests. I like my brother in what we use. Keep the bigger picture. If now sports today, keep the bigger picture. Where Ronaldo score, and they glad they saying score, but at the end I say, I gladly I help the team forget 3 points. The team is always bigger than the individual. When Messi they play, Omar will go for Messi. But what did they come to mind? Argentina. There is Sierra Leonean, this man from Sierra Leonean heritage will beat Rafa Nadal than tennis. All man the glad now. All man. The other day I see Michelle Obama snap with him because in beats Rafa Nadal. Not to say I don't beat Rafa Nadal, but because he come from Sierra Leone, automatically the game right. That's what it's all about. The bigger picture is always better. The bigger picture they suppress your ego. Make it not ever be about you. Remember, the way how we think, that in they bring about the way how they behave. The way how they behave, it they become we habits, good or bad. We habits that in they make with character, good or bad. And with character, good or bad, they determine also how we end up. Let me be the one them where they think right, act right, with good habits and good character, so we'll end up in a good place. Well, this now here talk whether they come to you from the Lyrikal Press broadcast, powered by Sonne Multimedia Technology. Lyrikal Press Foundation and initiative join now for being and come to you. We'll be get to guest with we, Sylvia Rogers Wright, Maurice Williams, and Pierre Williams. We'll get them back next week by the grace of God. You get interest for be part of this, send a message on the inbox. We will reach out to you and see how we can bring yourself come for Carol board. But this fine talk talking us every week. Many thanks to the team for putting this together. I mean, the technical team, management, and everybody we put on together. Thank you so much. To meet again for another real talk. Same time, same place, same station. Bye bye. God bless you. Tata.
Oh yeah, yeah. The breeze but the mind, treasure by the beats. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Oh, one time stand not say. Bamboo chick not the rock but take it back. Oh, taking beats and talking jump. We all the family, make we follow the plan of peace, love, and harmony. All we need now for living unity. Forgive and forget, let we not go regret. You think they wake it happy anytime we fret. Boss like a bando begin. Always do your best, not for hot you can be. Ring, are you ready for the ring? Make a call, let we talk, real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I can't think out, make no talk, real talk. Oh nah. I make you think out, let we talk, some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah. Vanity, all not vanity, but that's gonna go stop pulling down and keep plenty. The other one, properly body, waiting catch the other one for the talk. Now it's a beat. If you not like your reality, change your mentality. No forcing and fighting security. All you never tight, or keep them out of sight. In your darkest night, now ain't gonna be your light. Real talk. Oh yeah, hello. I can't think out, make no talk. Real talk. Oh nah. I make you think out, let me talk, some real talk. Oh yeah. So you think come, yeah, for real talk. Oh yeah.
I know you're follow.